Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for a greed and run here on the channel. Today, we're going to be playing as Eden and doing just a little bit of greeding because I did it last week and I just felt like doing it again. And I was inspired by today's question of the episode, which was the flip episode from last week. And I was like, you know what? I think I will do a greed and run just to switch it up a little bit. Hope you all had a fantastic start to your brand new week here in the Mosh Pit. Here's your awesome meme of the day, sent in by Samtastic01 on the Invicta subreddit. Top thread was familiar looking skull that I found at a local vintage store. In the thread, they also said, never thought I'd find something like this randomly. That looks a little familiar. I can't quite put my finger on it. Ghost Rider? Is that who it is? Of course, being facetious, I know that it looks very eerily similar to my logo, and honestly, if I had that as a souvenir or something like that, if you want to buy it, I'll pay for it and have it shipped to me because that looks freaking metal. Well, we've got Continuum and also have the coupon, which is an interesting start for a greed run. Seed day is going to be Juliet Mike Quebec 2, Romeo Juliet Charlie 4. So Continuum is going to give us a large amount of range, and our tiers weren't great, but now they're going to be a good for starting stat anyway. Damage is on point with 3.68. Movement speed's bad. Shot speed is okay for now. And the coupon. The coupon is very, very good for Devil Deals and Greed. You can also try to shoot the moon and go for a premium item. Didn't happen this time around. But it also guarantees that a half-price item will show up in your shop, which in this case, of course, it selected the half-price heart. So we got no benefit out of that. We get Pyromaniac, brother. So hearts... bombs will no longer apply to us. In fact, we heal from bombs now. And having that in Greed is very powerful because obviously Ultra Greed does deal... he does do explosive damage with some of his shots. So this is going to be a very nice start, I gotta say. And hopefully maybe we can get into the curse room. Or not in the curse room, but the secret room. But that didn't happen. So joke's on me. Very nice to start off with a tiers upgrade, though, because obviously the tier stat is the most important stat in the game. Damage is obviously up there, too, but as we saw against that Green Duke fight a couple of days ago, if you don't have the tiers rate, it is bad news bears. And thankfully, I mean, at 2.30, that's low, but that's not unserviceable, right? As opposed to 1.6 or 1.8, whatever it was in that episode. Yeah, that's when the lack of tiers becomes dangerous. And in Greed, with the way that Greed works, obviously you need to get ahead of the curve right away. There's basically very little room for error and no downtime in terms of getting your power curve to increase, because you got to start red hot. The waves don't slow down just because your stats are bad. So getting an immediate need there like that tiers up is pretty big. And obviously with Pyromaniac, we are looking to hopefully maybe get some red hearts that we can use to utilize our explosiveness. Kamikaze would be a very interesting one for us to get too. We haven't seen that combo in a very long time. Dr. Fetus is on the board. Epic Fetus, I could live without Epic Fetus for one day. Or multiple days. Yeah, that's going to give us another tiers upgrade here and also a half price. Oh! Okay, well, now we have a reason to not re-roll again, and we got to get. I mean, Magic Mush would send this one over the freaking moon, dude. Now I could and should bomb myself here to just get a heart inside of that bone heart, because it's going to be pretty important for us to keep that for our devil deal. Even though that was our final bomb, and we spent 5 bombs and still didn't get a secret room, which is kind of annoying. It's still one bomb is worth way, way, way less than an HP upgrade, or in this case, a bone heart. Especially in Greed. So I don't anticipate us using the coupon in the shop, and we're going to save that for the devil deal here, which actually won't give us a devil deal precedent. Oh my god, we are 1 cent short of Magic Mush. Don't do this game. Okay, thank you. All right. Saved by the fire. We do get Magic Mush. And all of a sudden, our stats are looking a lot rosier than they were. Here we go. Going to the boss room, and yeah, these aren't great. I'll take Leech if we can get it. Yeah, okay. So that's not going to give us a double deal precedent because we technically didn't trade any HP for it. Get a couple soul hearts here. No idea where the secret room is. It's probably in the curse room. By my luck. Would we have gotten a penny if not for that fire? No, we wouldn't have. So yeah, that fire saved our hide and got us Magic Mush. We're going to last week's question of the episode. This one coming in from Marcus, who said, "Hello, Sinvicta. Question of the episode: talking about S tier items or not, which is an item that has recently changed your opinion. You've recently changed your opinion about. Mine, for example, is Metronome. I know it's so random, but the very common health ups that it gives you, I find very useful, as well as many other things. Of course, I would like to know your opinion." I don't really have one off the top of my head that I'm kind of like, oh yeah, like I would have never picked that item up. I wish that I got paid for the amount of people who want me to flip my my opinion of Broken Modem, and that's just never gonna happen, y'all. It's not. I do not like Broken Modem. Not gonna happen. So you can go ahead and mark that one off the list. But yeah, the only one that I can remotely think of is maybe Jupiter or Mars. The new Mars really kind of. It's in a weird spot. It's been tweaked with so many times. I think that I really do feel that they should have just left the shield on, and just fixed the exploit of going into having infinite taps when it came to demon judgments or blood donation machines. But the new Mars is also pretty nice in that you can still deal AoE damage. It's a little bit dangerous to use. Now Jupiter, on the other hand, has been kind of a lifesaver in a couple runs when we had absolutely no other option. But I don't know if that means that it's a good item or not. You know, as far as an item that I've not liked and has been bad, all of a sudden trading that for a good status in my mind, I cannot think of a recent one off the top of my head. The biggest turnaround was still probably Libra and Soy Milk. Those items I famously did not like for a long time. I flip-flopped on Soy Milk. Oh my gosh. Well, we're just going to max out our tiers here. I just need to get a key, but okay. Famously, I hated Soy Milk. I loved Soy Milk at the beginning, then I hated it. And then I loved it again. And now, obviously, Soy Milk is just top tier. But Libra has always kind of been back and forth for a long time until I would say the end of Afterbirth Plus, when you realize that Libra is actually incredible. So those are the two big turnaround items I can think of off the top of my head. But recent items like in Repentance Plus in this era here, I don't have any that I can think of. I pretty much made my decision on most. And if you want to see a series where I dedicate myself to trying to see, do you give more objective and a more open-minded shot at certain items in the game, then you can look at the Judging of Isaac. We'll be back in 2026. Here we go. That one goes Rag Mega. We do get an Angel Deal, and boy howdy. Circle Protection is not what I wanted out of an Angel Deal. You get a Soul Heart, though. Basically just looking for extra Soul Hearts. We got one, but now we need a Yave. So we max out our tiers rate here, and our DPS is going to be real nice. Little Hushy. Not a big fan of Little Hushy here, but you know, he's not bad. He's just there, you know. He's just along for the ride. Really, really, really looking forward to. Wow, we even get eye drops going to break the tears cap. Been looking forward to Mugenics. I know a lot of other people are looking forward to Mugenics. That will most likely. I don't know what the shelf life is on second series. You know, usually I get about 30 to 40 episodes out of a second series, and then we call it a day for until we get a new update or something like that, or if I just get bored with the game. You know, Ball Pit and Mega Bonk have lasted a lot longer than I thought they would, and I still enjoy playing both of them, but it's definitely waned over the last couple of weeks for those two games. Mega Bonk in particular, but the new update definitely helped out a little bit. Ball Pit, I love Ball Pit. Ball Pit is a 10 out of 10 game, but after unlocking everything so far anyway, and I addressed that on I think today's episode, it's starting to feel like there's just nothing else to really do other than just you increase the new game difficulty and that's it. I don't know if there's a secret ending in there if you do the NG plus all the way through and unlock everything with every character. Like as in do all the faster 9 difficulties with every character. And by the way, if there is, please don't spoil it. But yeah, I think that those two games in particular are getting to the point where I think they are getting close to the end. Latchkey is great value here, and so is obviously the counterfeit penny is huge. We might even be able to afford the synth oil spawn there. Starting with 4 cents, let's see if we can get 15 cents. Counterfeit penny is going to raise the denomination and value of our coins by 1, which adds up real quick, especially in greed mode. So we have a grand total of 8 cents here. We're going to need it to proc 3 times in order for us to get synth oil. And yeah, it did it easily. Actually proc 6 times out of that 8. Go back and let's get synth oil real quick. And synth oil is going to give us a massive damage upgrade there, courtesy of the Magic Mush multiplier. It's hard for a game to compete with Isaac's longevity and replayability. And again, it just speaks volumes about the design of Isaac, just how perfect of a game it is for this type of content. You know, and I think that with these two games in particular, Ball Pit and Mega Bonk, you know, I did enjoy them a lot. But I do feel like it's time to play something else some days. Other times I'm like, man, I could just play these games forever. And oh wow, love of coal is huge. Scissors not so much. But when Mugenics comes out, we definitely will be one of those series will be sunsetted for the immediate future, if not permanent. I don't want to say permanently because you never know with the expansions. Obviously, Ball Pit has a big expansion coming out in 2026. I believe it's in January. So that's going to be something that obviously we're going to be playing through. Mega Bonk still receives updates, but you know that one might be less frequent. I talked about it in a recent Mega Bonk episode, where the game's just getting more and more difficult to get usable and interesting runs. Nothing can do what Isaac does. Nothing. There's no game out there that can do what Isaac does for content. And that's why Isaac has maintained its status here as the main game, my go-to game. Other great games have come and gone, but none of them can touch the longevity of Isaac and the replayability. I mean, I don't know of a single game, even World of Warcraft, I don't know a single game that I could play for 11 years straight and counting every single day, making a video every single day, than Isaac. Even games I love, like Monster Hunter. I love Monster Hunter, but man, I would not want to play that game once a day, every day for 11 years, you know. Lobotomy Corporation, love that game, but again, same answer. There's really the only type of game that would have a chance of doing something like that would be an actual gacha game, like Summoner's War, Epic 7, Seven Deadly Sins, something like that, where it's day in day out you have to do stuff, but that becomes a chore game, and it always eventually you have the same daily quests, you have the same objectives, you know, you get events here and there every couple months, but nothing on the scale of the content changes and is unpredictable and totally random every single day. You know, I say, okay, well, if gacha games don't count, well, what about ARPGs? Because that's probably my second favorite type of game genre. And ARPGs, yeah, I mean, yeah, they've got tons and tons of content. I've got thousands of hours in not thousands. I've got over 1,000 hours in Path of Exile. But even then, I cannot play Path of Exile for that long. We get Red Heart. For that long of a game, or for that long of a time period, 11 years every single day, at least once a day. Just think about that. Got no Yaves. I will take Sty. Sty is great. Black Candle. Don't really need to worry about stuff at this point. And we get spun. Wow. What a powerhouse greed run this is. Also got the 4.5 volt, so we're looking to try to get something like Jello. Something along those lines would be cool. But yeah, you know, I think that it's good to have a shelf life on most games for content. You don't want it to get stale, and you know, I think that waiting for updates for Ball Pit and Mega Bonk are definitely in our near future at the time of this recording. But I definitely want to run another game. There's another game that I'm planning on going back to very soon. I've talked about how I'm probably going to end up between the two. Honestly, I was going to say that Mega Bonk was probably going to be taking a little bit more of a break, but now I'm not so sure, because Ball Pit, as much as I love Ball Pit is also getting a little boring. There's only so many times you can clear the game. But if I find out that there is something after NG Plus, though, in that game in particular, then I'm definitely more inclined to keep playing that over Mega Bonk. And Mega Bonk and Ball Pit will both go. They both will eventually get into the category of, you know, games we'll play every now and then. We'll just fire it up and do a Mega Bonk run, a Ball Pit run, maybe do like a Ball Pit randomizer, that sort of thing. I'm only taking Black Candle for the Soul Heart just to see what was behind it. But obviously, again, when expansions come out, when big patches come out and stuff, I'll still be covering them. And we get Eye of Belial, baby. I don't know why I didn't use the coupon there. Haven't used the coupon in a long time now, actually. Hey, we got a free booster pack. Heard me talking about the next game that I wanna play here on the channel. Some not so subtle foreshadowing. I want to use our final bomb here, but no, we definitely don't. We don't need Torn Photo, but at this point, we might as well take it. Okay, we are going to save the Ace of Diamonds, and I think we're going to get crazy here for the final floor. I think what I want to do, if I can, is I'm going to leave all mobs alive as much as I can. I want to try to accumulate as many mobs on the screen as possible before I use this Ace of Diamonds. Because we're not going to lose this run. Like that's just not possible. With what the game has given us, it's just not possible. Although Leech needs to stop killing things. Leech is going to be problematic. So in other words, I don't mind taking damage here. Leech, you're killing me. Leech, we need these alive now. Okay. We got to do that. Super Envy is where we draw the line. There we go. We gained a lot more money out of that. And I'm going to take Torn Photo just to have it. Or just, not to have it, but just to have the half price item here. Range upgrades, actually pretty fine for this build here. See if we can get a full charge or something. Now remember, the coupon is making this pedestal right here half price. Yeah, there we go. So we get a full charge at least. Okay, game. All right. All right, chill out, game. There we go. Let's see if I remember to use the coupon inside the Devil Deal. That's the reason why I bought that full charge. The Devil Deal here, and it doesn't matter because it's a Krampus fight. Well, if any, never mind. I was gonna say if anything, the head of Krampus might actually be useful here, but I'll just go ahead and shut up now because the game is not giving me those options. All right, so let's see if we can get something else for our final. We actually, ooh, my reflection with Eye of Belial in this range is nuts. I will take that. Let's max out our movement speed. Not that it matters. We'll get a HP and damage upgrade, slight HP damage upgrade there. And there's the Halo, man. What a monster run this turned into, man. I don't know if we're gonna be able to afford Halo. We only need 3 cents. We've got the ability to get to these chests here. Thanks to sulfuric acid. But the game didn't want to give it to us. Now it comes down to us being able to essentially just get this. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have less than a 20% chance of hitting Halo here. Gotta turn on the desire meter. Let's see. Oh! There we go, baby. Let's freaking go, man! What an absolute monster of a run. Take the quarter just to have it, and that sealed the deal. So a little bit of a shorter run here. Obviously, with a run this strong, it's not going to take us long to beat it. But hey, I'll take it because I got a lot more stuff to record today too. So yeah, just a fantastic greed run overall. So thank you for watching, everybody. Like I said, I love taking feedback and stuff, and I know that you may not watch the Mega Bonk series or the Ball Pit series, but just know I'm always looking to bring new games to the channel and give them coverage, and just find something else that people like. And both Mega Bonk and Ball Pit have been doing awesome for the channel, and they're still doing very good numbers for non-Isaac stuff. So they're not going to go away permanently, but I may start staggering them or just find that other game. Like I said, I want to start this other game that I've been thinking about doing soon. But as always, you all control the channel. You all give me the feedback, and I listen. So it doesn't mean that I'll always do everything that people tell me to do, but definitely at least taking feedback is very important to me. So Thank you, everybody, for making 2025 one of the best years in the channel's history, and then some. And also welcome all new subscribers here. And also thank you to the new patrons. Had a couple people sign up to gain access to the beta for the Sinvicta Randomizer app. So happy holidays, everyone. Happy New Year. We only have a couple days left before it's 2026 and beyond, and then it's off to Mugenics. So thank you again, everyone, for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you had a good time or just enjoyed the conversation, or if you just want to support my channel. 2,000 likes gets us closer to the like streak goal. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing for those of you that do. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Dimble Wimble, Nicholas Fernald, David Dameron, and Data Rez. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of the next episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.